afternoon. Please welcome Colin Roy.
Had to duck on the way. Good afternoon, parents, family members, friends, teachers, administrators, Board of Education members, and most importantly, my fellow graduating seniors. Thank you all for joining us here today. My time at Amity has taught me many things, like how to roam the hallways without a pass, how to sneak snacks into class, and how to beat the parking lot rush. I'm sure many of you can relate. But all jokes aside, I consider myself extremely fortunate to have been a part of this community. From top-notch academics, to award-winning musicals, to numerous state championships in athletics, the Amity experience is hard to beat, and I thank you all for that. Originally, I was asked to speak about an outstanding academic achievement. And sure, I've had many, as have the rest of you. But while our work in the classroom will certainly help us in the future, it may not be the most important part of our Amity experience. The lesson that has stuck with me most does not involve Shakespeare, chemical bonding, or calculus. Instead, it comes in the form of a quotation coined by my junior and senior year math teacher, Mrs. Romero. A poster hangs on her wall, printed in green and pink. Be a person first, it says. This sentiment has been a guiding force in my life for as long as I can remember, and the poster sums it up perfectly. Sure, we have all had successes of one kind or another, whether they be academic, athletic, artistic, or social. However, these carry very little weight if we are not good people first. Now, I'm not saying that we must all be perfect, because real people inherently make mistakes. But there is something very powerful about being a friendly and empathetic individual. The lasting influence you will leave on those with whom you share your life will not be marked by your GPA, your job title, or your bank account balance, but rather by your character. As we grow, expand, and mature, as we leave the shelter of Amity, we must each establish our own idea of what it means to be a quote-unquote good person. Unfortunately, in today's society, greed and misfortune tend to smother selflessness and goodwill. We hear more about the power-hungry politicians and mass shooters than we do the volunteers who donate their time to charity, the doctors who perform life-saving procedures, the teachers who inspire young minds, and the countless men and women who serve and protect our country. While the lives of these people may be vastly different, and they're very different from yours, they all share one common goal: to improve the lives of others and create a better world. We should examine their stories to gain a better understanding of what it means to be a good person. We can then formulate our own unique meanings and apply them to our own lives. So start by being a good neighbor. In today's world, this can be difficult to do. Perhaps we fear the unknown, but more likely we are deterred from making genuine connections due to self-involvement and a perceived shortage of time. Your neighbors extend beyond the people who live next door to you. Your fellow classmates in freshman seminar next fall, your colleagues at work, or your bunkmates in basic training are all neighbors. Be willing to listen, to laugh, and to enjoy the company of these people. Be compassionate and demonstrate empathy, because the connections you will make will help you through both good times and bad. To effectively communicate with others and incite the desired change, we must take risks. I vividly recall the first few weeks of 7th grade. I'm sure many of you remember too, where I got my first taste of what Amity was really like. I had difficulty thinking outside of the box and being more outgoing around unfamiliar faces, no matter how kind and genuine they were. I'm sure my teachers and classmates can confirm that I was definitely not the kind of person who would be speaking in front of graduation at that time. But risks like these will allow us to better communicate with others and make long-lasting memories, so they are entirely worth it. Finally, with regard to personal growth and taking chances, confidence is key. There will always be naysayers who question and doubt your ambitions. But to overcome this, you must have faith in your abilities and be bold in your convictions. In second grade, I took swim lessons at a local pool, and after my final session, the instructor told me and my mom that I would never be talented enough to swim competitively. This crushed me, hearing an adult who I genuinely respected tell me that I wasn't good enough. However, I knew swimming was something I wanted to pursue. It was, and still is, a passion of mine. And not to pat myself on the back, but I could swim circles around that instructor now. So, if there's something you have a passion for, don't let anyone tell you you can't do it. Have confidence and take a risk, no matter what others say. As a class, we can't swim laps back and forth in the same pool for the rest of our lives. We will all branch out, go our separate ways, and experience change. However, we all share a common experience here at Amity. So whether you are best friends or barely know the people sitting on either side of you, this goes for everyone here today. Look them in the eye, say hello, shake their hand, or give them a hug. I'm serious, do this. Share in your neighbor's joy at this moment.
I'll hug you, Peter.
So, as you all move on to bigger and better things, remember to be a faithful companion and a positive influence on those around you. Be a model for the goodness you wish to see in the world. And most importantly, always be a person first. Congratulations, my friends, to the class of 2018.